it's a good stepping stone. It's a good beginning, and they win here, then they get the break elsewhere and go on either down to Atlantic City where the money is or to the Garden.
Now, I'm not somebody who grew up with any love for boxing. In fact, the reason I got interested in the story was because of this great old building on North Broad Street where they've been doing boxing for 25 years. So I came to my very first live boxing match a month ago. I didn't like what I saw. It upset me to watch human beings pummeling each other. But when I came here, I was amazed to see how many other women there were in the room. And then even more amazed to find out that this place every month attracts two women who are absolute pioneers in the boxing business. One of them is the first woman in America ever to manage a champ. She's from South Philly, 4 feet 8 inches tall. She's Becky O'Neill. They call her KO, Becky O'Neill.
Because I sound like a fighter, I act like a fighter, I'm a paperweight.
Becky's not just a character, she's a very respected member of the local fight scene. Ever since her man, Joltin' Jeff Chandler, took the bantamweight title in November of 1980. Well, he's retired now, so people know that when Becky sits in the front seat and twirls her long pigtails, she's looking for new talent.
There's two guys, one-on-one in the ring. May the best man win.
But what if one of them has to be blinded along the way? What if the cumulative effect is what we've seen happen to Muhammad Ali? All of our hearts go out to a guy like that.
They do to me too, but if a fighter doesn't have heart, he has no business in the ring. And if he doesn't train right, he has no business in the ring.
Becky's not the only pioneer here. Right at ringside, you'll find Carol Polis of Fort Washington.
Very first fight that I went to, I can remember as if it were yesterday. I found it very barbaric and very cruel, and I didn't understand why the referee or the ring doctor wasn't stopping the fight with a tiny bit of blood.
Back then, her husband taught her how to keep score on the back of a program. And 14 years ago, she became the first woman in the country to become a pro official.
And I must emphasize that the definition of boxing is the art of self-defense. They're not in there to beat each other up.
The night we went, there were in fact 2 women scorekeepers. Adelaide Triplett came up as a fan and realized she had a knack for counting knocks. 5 years ago, she got her license.
When you're at the fight, you get the feel of everything. I mean, the audience, they're yelling and screaming, and you just get so excited. And the thing I miss about that judging is that I can't really show any emotion or anything, and that's hard to do when I'm judging at ringside.
In fact, the State Athletic Commission is proud that Pennsylvania has a lot of women officials.
Women officials they look more for an aggressive boxer as compared to the male who looks for maybe a defensive type guy, where the woman likes the boxer that goes out there and really slam bangs and does it all.
Head, body, right hand. You know what I'm saying?
Some women are here because they're following individual fighters.
Wait on.
Others are here to cheer on their neighborhoods. Come on, West Philly! But whether it's fashionable to admit it or not, most are here because they enjoy watching the punishment of the ultimate contact sport.
I loved it. I loved the punches and.
Ex-champ Jake LaMotta was in town recently to talk about his new book, Raging Bull 2, and he explained the punishment.
See, you feel funny. You got hit. You feel, but actually, it's not that bad. No, it's not. You get used to it. You don't mind it.
It's more of a gladiator game, and a man knows what he has to do when he go out there. So therefore, he should be prepared.
What do you want from the woman in your life in terms of how she should react?
Well, being that I'm this type of person that I am, I wouldn't want to be pampered in any way. And I think if she was to try to, I wouldn't want that. You know, I would kind of, I would just want to be left alone and let her let me deal with it because it's what I chose to do. So I would like to deal with everything that went along with it.
I like a guy when they get beat up to shake hands and hug each other afterwards. I enjoy that very much. Good sportsmanship.
Be honest with me. Are you into the guys' bodies?
Yes. Oh, yes, I am.
How many women who come do you think are into their bodies?
A lot, yes.
What do you look for?
Shoulders, small waistline, nice legs, the whole thing.
Boxing will always be too brutal for a lot of people. It's interesting. After I saw my first match, the person I was with said, "Do you want to go up to Madison Square Garden now and see a really big boxing match?" And I said, no. It was the hometown angle that brought me here, and I think it's only the hometown story that would ever bring me back. I'm Elizabeth Starr. AM Philadelphia's going to take a short break. Don't go away.